Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Bleeding Crypto's 15-minute BTC market update. Today is Thursday, August 8th, 6:43 a.m. local time. I hope you're having a good day, morning, or afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. Let me start off by protecting myself legally and giving you my disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. I am wrong 99.9% of the time, so if you use real money and you follow me, you have a 99.9% chance of losing it all. This is just for entertainment purposes only. This is game theory for your fantasy paper trading. All right, guys. So now that I found a new format, I really like the Twitter format versus the YouTube format. It's much easier for people to access. So I'm going to be doing these posting these on Twitter versus my YouTube channel. And already the views that I got between YouTube and my Twitter is 3 times as much. So I'm reaching more people. So hopefully you guys like the content. You guys can retweet it. I would really appreciate it if you retweet it. It brings more awareness to my account. More people will follow me and they'll be able to partake of these videos. And also, I am also wanting to do some requests. So if you guys have an altcoin you want me to check out and give you my opinion on it, I can do a video on it really quick, post it on X, and this way you have not just a chart, but you have an actual video with my thoughts behind it and my reasons behind it and my validations and invalidations as well. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and take a look at Bitcoin. So what have we done? We haven't done much, but we did a lot. So check this out, guys. This is incredible. So if you could please, if you haven't watched the video that I did on this, what day was this? Let's see here. On Monday. Wow, it's already Thursday. So the one 4 days ago. So if you can go to my YouTube and watch the video that I did on Monday and the game plan that we had. And let me review really quick what that was. Just a quick overview. The overview was that this bounce, I wanted to see a confirmation of an uptrend. And in order to do that, I'm looking for a higher low on the hourly time frame. So when we put the fib here on it, we hit 382 and we bounce, and we're looking for a higher high. Now the higher high is I like to measure the higher high off the harmonic pattern, which is the AB equals CD. And that usually is what's going to mark somewhere within a margin, sometimes a little bit higher, sometimes a little bit lower, but that's typically where those harmonic pattern ends before we see a retrace. Then on Tuesday came and not much happened. We kind of just stood here underneath the 382. And to give you a quick backstory, this 0.50 and this 382 is the underside of the right side, the left side of the W for the market structure. That's going to get us back to the top of the range. But that's something separate. But anyhow, let me just show you why I'm so excited. The harmonic pattern took 4 days to play out. But look at this, guys. Look at this. Oh, I don't know why it snapped it here. Look at this. Look, boom. This push completed our harmonic pattern. It's just, I get excited, guys. I love TA, and I've been doing this for 7 years, and I still can't wrap my head around how, I'm not going to say easy, but how often the TA works out. Now, does it work out in our time frame? No, it never works out in our time frame. Why? Because we're all in a hurry, but the market is not. So the market's going to take its time. It took 4 days for it to complete. 4 days. We wanted it to happen here the very next day or the same day. No, it didn't. What did it do? It followed the TA pretty much the way I explain it to you guys every single day. What's my backbone of my system and how I view the market, guys? You guys hear me say it every day. Back tests. Because the back test gives us a confirmation of a flip, a reversal, a pivot, a trade setup. All that comes from that confirmation that we get off those back tests. Now, let me just explain to you really briefly what I mean by that. So as we're looking for the 382 and the 0.50 to come into respect the macro market structure, look at the way we hit resistance here. Look at the way we broke through it, and look at the way we back tested. Then we lose it, we come up and we back test and we drop. We put in a nice W here, we come right back up and we blow through the 382. We come back and look what we did. We back tested. Then we test the underside. I mean, it is absolutely textbook. Watch this. I'm going to extend this line over. Look at that. That to me is, I love watching the way TA behaves because it's so predictable. As chaotic as it looks to most people, it really isn't. if you know how to look, if you know how to look at the small details and you know how to measure those details, it really isn't. It seems chaotic because it doesn't go straight to your target. And it does all of this here. But there's a reason. Look, we came down here. Look what we did. Look where we stopped. This chart, this channel has been here from the beginning. So go take a look at it on Monday so you don't think that I moved this to conform to what I'm trying to explain to you. It's the exact same line, the exact same location. And look at this. Look at this. Look at this beautiful area of support. Look at the support here. Look at the sweep of these lows. Look at the push to the upside. Look at this higher low. Look at this move up here. We come down. We retest support. We put in a W. We move up. We complete the W. I mean, look at this. Completion of W perfectly. What do we have here? A W flag breakout. The pattern that I talk about very often, maybe not so much with you guys because this is kind of new, but with my Discord, this is our favorite pattern to play. W flag breakout. Now, here's the interesting part. We have not invalidated the inside of that W. We're still within the parameters that I'm looking for to give us that W. So let me show you just a little bit here. Okay. Remember, this is the game plan. Actually, let me go to the daily time frame. This is the game plan. The game plan is to do this. Just a quick little review. Game plan is this. Is to come here. Now, what I don't know is, are we going to stop here or are we going to sweep these lows? That's a possibility as well. And then basically go up here. That's a horrible... I'm using a trackpad, guys, all right? I'm using a mouse, so these lines are terrible. So basically, I'm looking for just a W. I'm looking here. Let me draw the W out. This will probably be easier to do this way. I'm looking for this. We got that. We got this. Now, we could go up to here, then here, then here. I'm looking for that move to get us back to the range highs. Now, keep something in mind that just because we just now complete the harmonic pattern doesn't mean we can't have another push higher. Because here's the fact of the matter is this. Actually, you can see it right here. Look at this. Support. 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 We were here. We lost this. We never back tested this here. So even though we finished the harmonic pattern absolutely perfect, we actually finished it, completed a lot better than I thought. Because like I told you, give me a little bit of a margin. I told you that on Monday, on Tuesday, on Wednesday. It might go a little bit below or it might go a little bit higher, a couple $100 here and there. It hit it on the money. But I still understand the power of a back test. Now, that back test doesn't have to happen right away, but it's a magnet for me to say, hey, you know what? Even though I completed the harmonic pattern, you may want to slow your roll a little bit because we may have a little bit more to push up here before we come down here. I'm not worried about a lower low any longer, and I told you that yesterday. Why am I not worried about a lower low? Because we didn't go straight up and hit the lower high rule. If we had hit the lower high rule, I'd be more inclined to think a lower low is coming. Now, does that mean it's not going to happen? No, I don't know. I don't think it is. And if it is, what do you have to do? You have to invalidate my scenario. And I've told you that again. How do you invalidate my scenario? You have a clean candle close below this low gives us a confirmed lower low. A wick doesn't create for my system a lower low. It just means they're sweeping the stops, and it actually reinforces that we're going to the higher highs. Because when they do a sweep, it's usually when we're going back up to those range highs. Not always, but typically it does. When it doesn't do a sweep, that means, yeah, we may just put a lower high and start that rollover. So for right now, I'm thinking this is the low. I need my market structure, my W. I don't know where it's going to stop, somewhere in this zone. But today I got new information. Remember, every day we have new data to look for. And today is one of those days that I got a very cool, I guess you call it software or site, better said. It's a tool that my buddy, Daily Crypto Trader, DCT, put together. Now, I used to use it a few months ago. I was using it quite regularly, but then he had some bugs. He had some issues with some APIs, and he really, one of those guys that you listen to him and you don't understand 90% of what he says, but you're at awe of how smart he is. And he's one of those guys. Him and I talk on Discord, and just he intimidates me because he's so smart. He's so smart. But his tool is one of those things, guys, that you have to try it. He actually gives it to you for free. Well, you know what? I better not say that. I think he does. I think he'll give you a trial. Man, I hope he does, because if not, I'm putting my foot in my mouth. But he did back then. He did where he'd give you a 3-day trial to check it out. And if you like it, you can then sign up for it. Not too many sites will do that. People who are going to want to take your money, they don't want you to check it out beforehand, because chances are you're not going to like it, but at least they got your money. At least they got your money. He doesn't do that. And I hope, like I said, he was doing that before. He might have changed it because he had it free for over a year. So I wouldn't blame him if he didn't. But in any case, if he's listening to me and you guys, and he isn't given the free trial, let me know. Maybe he will. I can send him a DM and, hey, just give this guy a trial. But in any case, let me show you his data. Let me show you why I'm so excited about his data. This just came in. I just started using it again yesterday. He sent me a DM and say, hey, my site is live again. I got all the bugs I got most of the bugs worked out. Let me know if you find anything else. Liquidation. Look at this. So he's got two views. And I like high block. So you guys see me use high block very often. But here's the thing with high block. High block is static. All right. Meaning that when you view the liquidation data, they don't remove anything. It's just an accumulative of they accumulate these amounts. So sometimes you see these liquidations at 30 billion. It's not really 30 billion. We don't know how much of that has actually gone off, but usually when you get to a certain amount, we do see a cascade, and that's fine. And I've been using this pretty well. It's worked out for our group very well. However, if you want real-time, accurate data, you come here and you put in. He also has an option for static, but he's got this dynamic. Dynamic is giving you that real-time data of what's going on at the moment, not what happened a month ago, and it's getting piled on. Look at this. Now, when you see this, why am I excited? Look at the numbers, guys. Look at that little box. Look at the green underneath the date. What does that say there? 49,732. Okay, let's go here. Look, check it out. 49,732. Now we're going to do this. I'm going to put in DCT heat cluster. I'm going to put it in yellow because that's going to represent the heat that we saw there. Why am I excited? Do you see how the plan starts working together? You see how when you have the right data, when you have the right tools, it helps you to start getting the confirmation you need to get the confidence you need for your plan to play out. Doesn't mean it's going to work out 100% of the time, but this is all about having that confidence that your trade's going to work out based on the confluence that you get. So where's the confluence here? Well, we have confluence with the 0.50. We can still go up higher to the 0.50, which is confluence with the back test of this bear break that we never got. That's one confluence. Now we have confluence. My plan from Monday was to come back down here. Now, I didn't know if we're just going to go halfway through this wick, or we're going to go down to the bottom here and match this, or a sweep. Now we have a huge cluster of $300 million in liquidation. That's right, $300 million worth of liquidations here. That's a strong magnet for the market makers to come here, back test this, maybe sweeps, stop hunt, do a sweep here for some stop hunts. And then we get our market structure that I've been talking about since Monday. That beautiful W that I love to play on. Look at the W here. Look at the W. Look, you can even see the W on the 15-minute time frame. Watch. Check this out. Look at this. That move that we just had. Look at this. Look at this W. Look at the W. You can see it on the 30-minute time frame. Look at the W that led right up to that. Those market structures are everywhere. Look at this W here. Look. The W's on the smaller time frames are for the smaller moves. I get that, but I'm looking for on the macro view. Remember, inside of here, there's 24 hourly candles. Now, to get from the bottom of here to get to the top of there on an hourly time frame, it's not going to just be one straight rocket. there's going to have a structure to it. It's going to have a high, it's going to have a low, it's going to have a high, it's going to have a higher low, higher high, just like we did with the harmonic pattern. That's how we got from here to here. But you don't see the harmonic pattern here because you're zoomed out. You're on the macro view. The macro view is going to give you the levels that you're looking for. So I'm looking for a bounce here, and I'm looking for a target here. So now that I have my parameters, then I'm going to measure those parameters, which is what we did here. And now I'm looking for that market structure. Now, in order to see how that market structure is going to develop, that's why we go to the hourly time frame. Now, from this hourly time frame, we're able to assess that we want to put a higher low, and we want to put a harmonic pattern to measure the next higher high, and that's exactly what we got. Every day it evolves. Every day it changes. We had a couple of days where we just stood here doing nothing. That's okay. It's consolidating. It's waiting for the next move. Look what it did. What do you think happened here? The liquidation data actually got really high for longs. There were massive contracts. We wiped them out. I'll show them to you here. Give me 1 second. So right here, look. Give me 1 second. I'll show you those contracts. You see this? You see this move here? You see this move here? All these were contracts. All these were they wiped them out. They wiped them all out. We watched this data in real time with my Discord group. So that's why we were focused on looking. Yesterday, we're looking at that data. And I'm like, there's tons of $100 million contracts all along here. Those little bubbles, they're all. And then look, that's exactly what happened. And then we landed right on support. We didn't break any structure. We didn't do any invalidations. We stood right on support. And here we are completing that harmonic pattern. So everything so far is working really well to plan. And I'm hoping that I would love to see a push up here to do a back test, but we've already met the objective. We're good. Either way, I'm okay with it. If it wants to go up and back test here before going here, I'm okay with it. Now, what's the invalidation to that? The invalidation is very clear, guys. Very, very clear. Why? Because there's a clear level here of support on top of here. So obviously, if we get above here and we roll over and we hold support here, and we consolidate, or we put a bullish market structure and we start trading up, guess what? This no longer is valid. Could it still come down and grab this? Yeah, it could, but it's not the plan that I have. So my plan will get invalidated, and I have to come up with a different plan. And at that point, if we don't have any move down here, I'm forced to put this back on the map. I am forced to put this back on the map. I don't want to, but I have to follow the rules. I have to put this back, a lower high. And then what happens? We come up here and we reject inside of here. We've just put a macro lower high. A macro lower high is going to trump an hourly uptrend market structure. So if you have a beautiful market structure on the hourly time frame, giving you those higher highs and higher lows and higher highs, that's not going to trump a rejection off of a lower high rule. So you have to understand the time frame you're looking at, the purpose of that time frame, and view the strength of that. We invalidate this, and we're back at range highs. We're going to do something very rare, which is going to be a V-shaped recovery. Could it happen? It could happen. But even on these, look, we have a double bottom. Look at that. We have a double bottom. Look, we have a double bottom. I'm talking about the daily time frame. Could a V-shape happen? Yes, it could, but it's just not the probable scenario. And that's what I look for. I look for probabilities. I want the probability to be on my side. So invalidation, I have a plan for that as well. All right. Wow, I went over my 15 minutes. I apologize, guys. I just got really excited. I want to introduce you to the DCT trading. I have a referral link for DCT heat maps. So if you guys please use my referral, I'm going to put it on the. I'm actually going to do a post besides this video, but on this video, I'm going to put the link. I should be able to put the link because I'm able to put a description. So I'm going to put a link for my referral code for the DCT trading. So check that out. It's worth checking out. I mean, 3 days for free. I'm pretty sure he has that. I'm really hoping I'm not putting my foot in my mouth, but 3 days for free trial. He may have to change the rule. If he gets enough demand, he may have to go back to the free if he doesn't have it. But I'm pretty sure he still has it. 3 days for free. Check it out. Look, guys. There's a lot more than just what I just looked. I looked at. Okay, he's got liquidation heat maps, EMA heat maps, RSI heat map. So the RSI is really cool because what it does. Here, let me show you what it does. Give me 1 second. Look at the 4-hour time frame. Let's say we're. Oh, you know what? I gotta pick. Oh, never mind. I don't have to pick. It's going to show you all the different. So let me show real quick. So it's taking all the altcoins on Binance, and on the 4-hour time frame, it's going to show you where the RSI, if they're oversold, if they're in the medium, if they're overbought, and this helps you. So on Monday, when everything dropped, these would have been all in here. But as we're gaining strength and momentum, look, they're now in the middle. We've got some that are oversold. How does that help you? Well, you know when an oversold RSI is going to have to come back down. So it's going to it's going to look for a higher low on a daily time frame. Just like when you look at a 15-minute time frame, a 15-minute oversold RSI marks a higher low on a 4-hour time frame. A 5-minute oversold RSI marks the higher low of a 1-hour time frame. So a 4-hour oversold marks a daily higher low. Oversold. But this gives you a chance for it to come down to oversold to put in that higher low on the daily time frame. So you can utilize this to short and to long depending on where the position, but these positions are here on the RSI. So there's a lot more benefit than the liquidity map that I use. However, I just like that because that's what I'm accustomed to. I do a lot of trades off of that data and it plays out more often than not. So I use that. That's what I use the high block mainly for. But I like the fact that we have a dynamic. So here's a static. The default is static, but just you go to this drop box and you change it to dynamic. And then you choose the hour or the time frame. So if you want to look for a quicker time frame, you go for 5 hours. So in the past 5 hours, what has generated? Where's the liquidity at? Where's the liquidation clusters at? In the past 7 hours, 12 hours, day, 3 days, so forth and so on, to give you a good roadmap. So as a day trader, I'm looking at between the day and the 7 hour. In here is what I'm looking for, because I'm a day trader. So I'm looking for those moves, intraday moves. All right. Everyone have a really great day. I'm going to post this on YouTube. I'm really excited. I hope you guys could get some benefit from this tool. I hope you guys are finding benefit from my streams. And if you want to give me some requests, send them to me. If you want to join my trade setup Telegram, it's $25 a month, guys. I tell you where to buy. I tell you where to sell based on the system that I have been showing you guys and been sharing with you. And if you can see, if you've been following along, you can see the accuracy, guys. You see the accuracy. So if you think it's something that interests you, send me a DM. I'll share with you the link to sign up for my $25 a month Telegram group. Have a good one.